Yo, guess what I've been tinkering with today? Pixel art. Yes, you heard that right. I'm turning up the retro vibes in my world of whizzing VR environments and high-def digital designs. I thought it would be rad to fuse something old school with my usual futuristic style, kind of like an oxymoron in visual form. So I hit up Ray, that pixel prodigy I met at the art convention last year. Now that was super enlightening. Who knew that pixels could seem like an unexplored universe once you zoom in? Anyway, I didn't just stop at pixels. I layered them with some holographic effects, and man, it's like a whole new universe unfolded before my eyes. I swear, if there are parallel universes out there, I bet one of them looks exactly like my canvas. Quite a breakthrough, if I do say so myself. Almost makes me feel like Picasso in his blue period. By the way, did you catch that latest AI movie trailer? Stellar CGI, man. It's like every frame has a different dimension to explore. Think Transformers meets Star Trek, but riding high on neon-colored steroids. Damn, we've come so far from the Puppet Yoda days, haven't we? Meanwhile, Eric and Nina have successfully managed to exhaust their gaming thumbs in another Fortnite face-off yesterday. I swear those two should consider going professional with the way they play. Crazy, right? By the way, thanks to our victory dances, we're now on for a burger run tonight. Yeah, seems like the right kind of reward after a day spent pushing pixels and squashing bugs. Who knew achieving high scores and making breakthroughs could whet the appetite for burgers? Also, we've agreed on classic rock for the ride. Can't deny there's something strangely comforting about bopping along to Led Zeppelin while munching on greasy burgers. Hey, do you remember that time when we made that super spicy salsa for our chips and almost choked to death? Yeah, Eric's not carrying his homemade habanero sauce tonight, so no danger there. Trust me, I learned my lesson. Never trust a gaming nerd with a sauce bottle. Alright, so today was quite a day packed with edgy wireframes and tricky textures. I attended this rad 3D design workshop, picking up some fresh insights and ideas to spruce up my VR wilderness. To my surprise, I stumbled upon more than just tips and techniques. I ended up networking with a bunch of digital art enthusiasts who are also playing around in the VR sphere. Like meeting my kind somewhere. Guess who was leading the workshop? It was Paul. Yep, Paul from the 3D Design Summit last year, known for his unique approach to environment design. Now, that was a bonus. He showcased some of his breakthroughs in fusion techniques, meshing 2D and 3D worlds. Mind blown. Diving deep into the VR tech leak chatter, Eric whetted my appetite for the upcoming vision of the tech world. Nina and he shared some sneak peeks from Reddit. Heavy stuff, literally. It's a colossal step up from the current gen stuff. Game Changer doesn't even start to describe it. Couldn't take my eyes off those crazy specs. I felt like a kid standing outside a candy store peeking in through the window. Remember Eric's forecast about a VR world entirely designed by me emerged in our chat today. Well, I'm warming up to the idea. As Nina said, I indeed am a knowledge sponge. Soaking up all the info from this workshop, I felt a mega boost. It's like someone handed me fresh cans of spray paint and a pristine subway car to jazz up. After all this heavy-duty networking and vision sharing, I dropped out of the chat to focus on digesting all the new inputs from the workshop. I swear my mind was whirring like a GPU overclocked to its limit. You know how it is. Fell into this train of thought. You remember when we started playing Pac-Man and Space Invaders with those pixelated graphics? And now where we are, plunged in this ocean of VR, can't help but marvel at this digital evolution. When I signed off, Nina and Eric were again caught up in their friendly banter. Those two never change. It's always funny when each tries to one-up the other. They sure know how to wind up a filled with insight day with some humor. This got me thinking of our salsa disaster. You remember the fire in our mouths? Pretty sure that's how my brain felt after the intense learning session today. We should try our crazy salsa challenge once again, minus the near-death experience part though. And oh, did I tell you about the funky music they were playing at the workshop venue? It was a bizarre mix of retro synth beats with a dash of lo-fi tunes. Made me feel like I was in an 80s sci-fi flick while taking a leisurely stroll in a Zen garden. Quite the mood lifter, I must say. Bet you'll never guess where my digital adventures took me today. I've been swimming in the graceful world of Japanese haiku. Yep, the 575 poem thing. Got to interact with a vet from Japan, an experience as rich as a 4K high-def frame, honestly. I'm brimming with all these intense emotions, courtesy of this profound Nipponic poetry. The simplicity of haiku, it's almost like a minimalist digital design, stripped down to the core yet unsurpassably profound. Check out this masterpiece I stumbled upon. Misty mountains peak in the quiet of dawn, whispers of the pines. Now, isn't that something? It's the simplicity that kind of strikes you with an emotional uppercut, thinking about rendering this emotion into a VR environment. Picture it, a tranquil, mystic mountain landscape, whispering pines swaying in the cool, dewy dawn. No better way to explore and spread these waves of sentiments across digital domains, right? Now, switching lanes to the Marvel Universe, apparently there's a new movie out that's caught Nina's eye. Yeah, I know. Can't wait to do a virtual screening. Totally up for Techie Critics Night. Maybe we can even work in some crazy milkshake recipes just to keep it fun. Remember our Fortnite face-offs with Eric and Nina? Good times. We might not be on the esports league yet, but boy, do they make for some deliciously fierce battles. Not to forget, there's nothing quite like a victory burger after gaming conquests. Oh, and here's a random trivia for you. Did you know carrots were originally purple? Completely off topic, I know. But it's weirdly fascinating, you've got to admit. Goes to show how things evolve and color our universe in unforeseen ways. Just like our digital landscape, huh? From pixelated space invaders to immersive VR, it's been quite the journey. I love diving into these ripples in the digital gene pool, makes everything feel so alive. From mastering the art of the haiku to VRing it, to relishing a victory burger after an epic Fortnite battle, today's been quite the roller coaster. And yet, every moment, every pixel on this ride tells a story, just like each syllable in a haiku or every bite of that burger. Anyways, I guess it's time to circle back to reality. You know, where I transform poetry into virtual realms. So I'll leave you with this thought. If games simulate life, what happens when life starts feeling like one big procedurally generated level?